Hey guys, it's Dave again, back here in Dave's Dimension. Back again for another video. So here we are. Got a little crazy things going on this weekend. It's the weekend of the 29th of August, 2020. Got a few crazy things going on. Did some crazy shopping. Gonna do a little unboxing of a few different things, okay? Well, first, was at local Walmart here in Western New York. And as you know, I'm a big 80s fan. Hello, the Proton Packs, right? Well, also a very fan favorite of mine, a movie from when I was a kid, Stripes. This is the Winger, I should say, sorry, I said Ringer. John Winger, who's played by Bill Murray in the movie Stripes. Now, those that aren't familiar with it, if you love 80s movie and 80s comedy, Stripes is right up your alley. It actually stars Bill Murray and Harold Ramis, co-starring John Candy and a host of others, including Deborah Winger, I believe, is actually in there. That's where I was getting the Ringer from. Basically, this guy who, basically, for lack of better wording, is kind of a loser when it comes to getting things right. Him and his friend decide, okay, gotta do something. So they decide to join up with the army. And craziness ensues. Of course, it's Bill Murray, so you know what a smartass he tends to play his characters as. So let's just say things rub the drill sergeant the wrong way, and it's almost like a police. If you ever seen Police Academy, it's almost like a military version of that, guys. And what they Funko Pop finally decided to do was they did a Walmart exclusive of John Winger. Now in the back here they show a few other collectibles. Oxburger, played by John Candy. So we're gonna unbox this. Now in the movie, now this one is, I guess they're gonna have multiple John Wingers in there. But in the movie there's a scene where at one point the drill sergeant is injured and he's out of commission. Well, the platoon, including John Candy, Harold Ramis, and Bill Murray, decide that they have to go on their training on their own. And they're supposed to do this whole march routine for graduation where they got a rifle, they're tossing it, doing all the left, right maneuvers. I don't know what it is. I wasn't in the military. My dad was, but and that was always a favorite of my dad. The movie Stripes. It's always a favorite of mine and his. So this Funko, it actually, it reminds me of my dad a little bit. But also, I'm a big Bill Murray fan. So what happens is these guys realize that they have to train on their own, and they've been practicing, but then they fall asleep in this one hangar bay, not realizing that they're late. So they don't have the time to put on their dress uniforms, so they're just in their regular army attire. Bill Murray's got the cap on backwards. He's got a little rifle in the hand. You guys can see that, right? And you see his fingers pointing downwards. It has to do with part of the end of their little march routine that they do, where he winds up saying, "That's a fact check." So, very cool looking unboxing. Very cool Funko. It's probably going to be one of my favorites for sentimental reasons, and plus I've always been a Bill Murray fan. Now, you might be wondering, okay, is this the unboxing? This is part of it, because it's loosely related with what I got in today from Amazon. A couple days ago, and thanks to a good friend of mine and a teammate, Justin Williams, passed along a link where I had a bit of a good deal. Going on this past year, there's a company called Dr. Collector. They like to make little different kits for different fandoms. What they actually did was, this past year, they made a Ghostbusters employee kit. Still sealed, so I haven't opened anything up yet. Now, usually this goes for about $50 on most of your online shopping. BigBagToyStore.com, Entertainment Earth, I think, had it. A few others. I don't believe GameStop had this, but it popped up on Amazon. It's usually been going, as of late, between $55 and $57. Well, my friend had reached out to a bunch of us, and he said, hey, looks like there's like one left, and it's going for $30. So, rush on to Amazon.com, and I was quick enough, and fortunate enough, and lucky enough to get this thing. So, what do you say we open this up? So, Bill Murray, Ghostbusters, get the connection. There we are, guys. So, let's open this up. Now, I already know a lot of the things that are featured in here because I've seen the online videos on YouTube. So, what do you say that we just open this up? And by the way, guys, as a little safety tip, always be careful when you're opening up these boxes because I have my little bat knife that my wife got me a few years back. This thing is still sharp as hell, and sometimes I do wind up cutting myself. But let's hope no blood today, guys. See? Okay. We're opening this up. I want to try and keep the box intact as best as possible. Okay, so what do we see here? See the No Ghost logo. Nice art on here, nice graphics. Very cool. Employee welcome kit. Now, this actually came right off the back. Got the logo, got all the legal jargon, paraphernalia. Now, this is what comes in it. Nice little quick review. There you go. So we get a handbook, we get a whole host of tools that if you were a New York City Ghostbuster, you would need. So, right when I open up the box, get a nice little Ghostbuster certificate. Very nice card stock here, guys. Certificate of Anti-Paranormal Proficiency awarded to, insert your name. The above named person is hereby duly authorized and empowered to perform the functions of a Ghostbuster on behalf of Ghostbusters Incorporated as a full member and for as long as he remains a member of the group. Maybe a little addendum to it. For as long as they remain, so that we conclude, you know, not just he, but she and anyone else out there. Now, there could be some time-traveling entities from another dimension that don't have a male or female sex, so hey, gotta be careful, guys. So, and this you also have by Dr. Ray Stans. So you guys, nice little print there. Dr. Ray Stans, co-founder and chief executive officer, Ghostbusters Incorporated. Ghostbusters trademark and 2019 Columbia Pictures Industries, all rights reserved. So they got the nice little trademark, got the legal jargon right there, guys. So, that's kind of neat. I don't know, I might put my name on it, frame it, who knows. Maybe I'll just leave it as is. Now we have the rest of the kit. This is exactly how everything else is. Let's start off with, got a nice Ghostbusters pen for when you're writing up those bills after you trap the ghosts. Remember, we always have a deal on proton charging this week. Okay, so first off, a nice little handbook here. Little elastic band to hold it shut. Pretty nice little graphics here. It's not imprinted, but it's nice, good work. Nice little handbook. Equipment manual and protocols. Very nice. So what do we have here, guys? We have Getting Started at Ghostbusters Probationary Period. Basic course, basic paranormal elimination course, emergency vehicle operations course, and proton pack safety and usage. We also got some, we got a little business card here from Ray's Occult Books. Very cool, very shway. We have little illustrations such as Janine. We got some illustrations about the various uniforms and what they're used for. In fact, it says that the dark gray suit uniform also, let me see here. They also reference it as a Nomex suit. They even give you the model numbers right in there for both suits. Very cool. Protocols, codes of conduct, little plans as far as what you would do in this situation opposed to that situation. More illustrations such as firing your proton accelerator, your neutrino one. Communication with the Beyond procedure. Show a little Ouija board here. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here, guys. A lot of protocols. Any Ghostbuster fan will die to have this. This is definitely very cool. And what's cool in here, just like if you signed up for a new job, you may have some notes that you want to take when you're doing your studying. They have sections in here so you can jot down notes on the various courses. They even have very detailed descriptions of the trap and all the other equipment, PKE. They even have the identification of all the various parts on the trap. Very cool. I'm not going to go through the whole book right now, guys, but this is pretty cool. Definitely keep watching Amazon. If it drops again, you guys definitely want to get on this, okay? So what else do we have here? Well, we have a service map. This is a Ecto 1 Routes and Accessibility Service Map of New York City. So it's got little boxes that you can check off: proton packs, particle throwers, ghost traps, PKE goggles, slime blowers. So it's a little checklist of stuff you should probably have in your Ecto 1 or your variation of Ecto 1. And as we open it up, it's got like a little mini poster here. But then it's got a map of all the boroughs. Now let's take a look at some of this. We have, okay, they do notate several historical references as far as Ghostbusters continuity. We have the Sedgwick Hotel. We have Ray's Occult Books, obviously featured in the second movie. Who knows, maybe in the next movie, Afterlife, we'll see what happens. There's the Shandor Building, the Church of St. Paul the Apostle, which is the one that Stay Puft steps on. So they reference pretty much bulk of the places that the Ghostbuster movies take place. And there's also a little bar graph here for threat level. Okay? And you can see different sections of the map will show different colors. So it shows different threat levels during the various ley lines within the 5 boroughs of New York City. So, let's see what else we have. Oh, what Ghostbuster employee, if you're starting out, wouldn't need a name tag? So we got a nice little rookie iron-on here. It's a nice one. Now, if you're a Ghostbuster fan like myself, there's tons of different places where you can get your name tags made of. gbfans.com is one of the first ones that come to mind. You can get name tags in GB1 style or Ghostbusters 2 style, and you can custom made. You can get the original 4 Zeddemore, Stans, Spangler, and Venkman, or you can get your own. Myself, I have a khaki suit and a gray suit. The gray suit has the Ghostbuster 2 logo on it, or Ghostbuster 2 stitching. And my wife, who recently joined the group that I'm part of, that's her pack. The blue one that you see on the side, that's a real Ghostbuster themed pack. That's hers. We did a Ghostbusters 2 themed name tag for her. And of course, if you get a jumpsuit, you gotta have your Ghostbuster logo. Again, a nice little iron-on here. Remember, we always put our logos on our right arm, guys. Always on our right arm. Let's see what else we have. Got a nice little business card stock here. Very cool. Now, this is not something I'm going to carry in my wallet, guys. Obviously, what I want to do with some of this stuff, get a nice size picture frame to display it in. Kind of like I have some of my Ghostbuster patches. You can just see it like out of frame. I have them right there on the wall. You can kind of see some of them. And of course, I have an afterlife photo. And on that wall, I have my Back to the Future stuff in a nice large picture frame. I actually got it at Walmart. Pretty cool. So, let's move on to the next piece. We have a nice decal here. Property protected by Ghostbusters. So I guess you could slap this on like if you have a house window or something. I'm actually getting ready to build a full-size proton pack, full scale. Now these packs you see right behind me are spirit packs that are heavily modified. I have the RGB, which is the most recent one. That's the blue one you see with the yellow on it. Then we have the Flux pack, which is actually a crossover with Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. And then I have my current pack. This is what I use when I'm out and about with the Ghostbuster team I'm part of here in Western New York. That is my baby. That is my pride and joy. This past summer, actually in the beginning of summer, I actually upgraded the wand to a full-scale one I actually got via Carnivorous Creations. Very good, very fantastic wands. I did, it just did the wand itself. It's all resin. It was my first real proper build, except just because I mean everything else is a base that I've kind of either painted or augmented, added different parts here and there. But that was a full scrap build. I got the parts through Carnivorous Creations, as I said, and it was fantastic. I mean, the whole process was great. I wish I could have had a pop mechanism on there, but the person who usually does pop mechs, well, Carnivorous Creations KC, they're actually developing one. They just don't have it out yet, and there's another company that is escaping my mind right now, but he's usually sold out of his pop mech. So everything's static, which means it doesn't move. It's just where it is. But I did a GB Fans light kit in there. Works fantastic. I have the video game mode. And yes, today is August 29th, 2020. I am expecting not one, but two Spangler wands from Hasbro. So I'm very excited for those. Now, a lot of people have been fussing about those, saying, hey, I haven't got my email yet. Guys, with shipping, with everything going on in the world, you know you're not going to get it by the middle of this coming week. Personally, I'm expecting the earliest I would get mine is maybe the end of the week or possibly into the following week, guys. Gotta be patient. So, what else is here? Well, we have a mini flyer, the Ready to Believe You commercial screen. And what else do we have here? We have a nice little two-part bill form. Very cool. Now, personally, I wouldn't mind getting, if I ever get the chance to meet Mr. Murray or Mr. Aykroyd or Mr. Hudson, I would love to get them to sign this. So, what else do we have here in the pack? Okay, so in the box we have this. This is just a nice little filler. Employee handbook. It's supposed to look like, I guess, some dials. To look like some faux equipment. And what else do we have here? We have a specimen jar. If you catch some, find some ectoplasm residue left over, you know, kind of scoop it up without getting it on your hands like Bankman does in the library. So we got a nice little fun specimen jar, and you have some text on there with different categories. You can see the little boxes right there. So it's plastic. It's not glass. It's not going to shatter, guys. So that's kind of cool. And what else? We have one more little piece here. I kind of like this. It says Ghostbusters employee kit. It's a nice little aluminum piece with some 3M strips so you can attach it somewhere. So maybe, who knows? Right now I'm planning to keep the box, but maybe I'll get a nice little case that I will put this stuff in. Like I said, I am thinking about getting a large frame and displaying this there, so we'll see what happens. So there we are. That is the Ghostbusters employee kit. I'm just going to review everything right now. So we got the specimen jar, guys. Putting everything back how I had it. The bill slip, or receipt, if you will. The flyer. The Ghostbusters business card. I really like this, by the way. Nice, good print. Decent cardstock. Let's compare it to... this one's a little bit better. The local group here in Buffalo. But this is pretty nice. It could have been a little bit, maybe a little bit thicker material, but of course they're making so many of these, so you gotta spread the money out. I understand it completely, guys. Again, the protected sticker, just like you would have a security system like Guardian or ATT, something like that. Nice little rookie patch. The no ghost patch. I'm probably going to put that into the case when I get a chance. Your service map, like before. The employee handbook. And of course the certificates that I am a certified paranormal eliminator and investigator. I said that backwards, guys. Yes, I know. So here we are. And as I said, this is made by Dr. Collector, so definitely look them up. They're going to have a bunch of other stuff. Their website is www.drcollector.com. It says it right there in the box, guys. Okay? Check them out. Definitely a nice little product. I am glad that I waited for a bargain like this. I mean, $30 is a lot better than paying $50 or more plus shipping, and I had Amazon Prime, so I had free shipping and got this in a matter of a couple days. So definitely a good deal, guys. Almost forgot my Ghostbusters pen. It's nice little heavy duty. Let's see what color this writes in. Oh, writes in blue. That is nice blue ink. Then again, let's face it, most of the pens in the 80s were mostly blue ink for the most part, unless you're a high quality fountain pen. So that is it. So tell me, guys, what did you think of this? Did you like this unboxing? Are there some other collectible boxes that are coming out that you want me to take a review at? If there is, please drop it in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video and you like some of our other videos, hit that subscribe, hit that ring, hit that bell. I'm still learning, guys. And let me know what you want me to check out. Did you like this? Is there something else you want me to check out? Any special collectibles that are coming out? Anything you think I might like? Or is there something you're dying to have some more information on? As always, you see I have the Ghostbuster paraphernalia here. I have more Ghostbusters. I have some Playmobil house, a couple Ectos. The Playmobil Ecto 1 and Ecto 1A. I have a bunch of Ghostbuster Funkos. Now, the main little bookshelf you see right there, I have a mixture of NECA, NECA action figure collectibles. I have the Casey Jones or Raphael in disguise. I have a video on that if you guys want to check it out. I have some Back to the Future Funkos towards the bottom. I have a Predator 2 Funko. And of course I have my real Ghostbusters figures right there, the reissue figures from Walmart. And that Ecto is actually an Ecto 1 that a friend of mine he bought a bunch of old Ectos, some of them were missing parts, and he basically rejuvenated them. Like if you see any toys from the 80s, especially if it's white plastic, they're aged and faded. I forgot what the process was, but basically it's where he soaked it and revitalized it back into a nice solid white. That is a full ecto, but the top is a piece I got through a gentleman uh, on Facebook. I believe his name was Errol Flynn, is the name he goes by. Um, awesome 3D piece. Like I said, I have the RGB, the real Ghostbuster reissues that Walmart just did. They have a new batch that are dropping on pre-orders, so if you go to walmart.com, you check it out and jump on them. Hopefully they'll do proper shipping this time. I know there's a lot of horror stories about the last batch. I had the Ghostbusters visual book right there. I have the Ectomobile manual there. And of course I have the Hasbro Pulse Ghostbuster figures up there. And I have some Diamond Select. Just a whole bunch of Ghostbuster stuff. But all the way at the end there, and please excuse some of the mess that you see right here, guys. But if you notice, I have some Power Ranger stuff. I have the Legacy Morpher, and I have some other stuff that I'm going to be doing some reviews of, including Hasbro Lightning Morpher. We're going to do a video about that very shortly coming up. So that's pretty much all the stuff you see there. If there's something that you want me to check out, whether it's Star Wars or maybe a TV show that's you love from the 80s or 90s, or maybe a new show that's coming out, you want me to hit up, do a review. Also, some people may not know I'm actually a big Doctor Who fan as well. So if there's something you want me to check out, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I am working on trying to get an email or a page set up, so if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, or if you want just some links to the videos, I'm going to try and set some stuff up. I'm looking into it right now, guys. I do apologize. As I said, I'm very new to this. I'm trying to get a rhythm going down to doing this. I've only done maybe 8 or 10 videos. Might be a little bit more than that, but this is what I'm doing, guys. So let me know. So this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying, keep on busting and catch you on the flip side.